So as usual, it's been months since I worked on the 240, or at least months since I made a video on it. So last video on the 240, we left off with doing the villain's angle kit, and I said I was going to order the CTS-V calipers. So I do have those. I still need to order tension rods, and I'm just going to order the whole ISR arm kit all at once and probably do that on the next video. Tension rods and then all the arms on the back. Also, transmission update. Both of the CDO9s were getting worked on. We had them split apart and all the internals checked. Both, from what we were told, needed 5th and 6th gear synchros or something like that. But Jade's checked that okay. Mine had a broken shift fork in 6th gear, so we replaced that. It was only like 150 bucks in parts. So both of these should be good to go. Bell housings can get cut off now, and we can get the adapter plates put on. And then we just need to do rear main seal and clutch, and we could put everything together. And then I have to do the trans tunnel, and then it can technically go in the car. So we're like kind of close, but not close. But I'm gonna work on these CTS-V brakes today. So let's get into that. So catching up on last video, here's the new rotors. These are the new CTS-V calipers. We need to drill and tap the lower hole in the knuckle, and then these are the new brackets. Those get bolted on to the knuckle, and the caliper gets bolted on to the new brackets. We also need to trim this section of the casting away so that the bracket can fit properly. So I'm gonna start with drilling that hole out and tapping it. Finally got that hole threaded. The tap that they give you is not the best. It's probably like from China, and the spindle itself is cast, so it's really hard. So you just got to be really patient. As you're going, I can feel the tap flexing, and I'm just waiting for it to snap. But you just got to go really slow and go like a quarter turn at a time, and then back it out, and then just slowly you'll get your way through. So now we can grind the backside of the caliper so the bracket clears, and then can bolt it all up. So I got one caliper installed. Unfortunately, I had to grind more of the caliper than I was anticipating. I actually ended up grinding some of the spindle as well. These CTS-V brackets are from eBay, and I was looking at the instructions from ctsvbrakeswap.com, figuring that the brackets were identical. They look the same, but it doesn't seem like they're the same. So I had to grind more and add a washer where the ctsvbrakeswap.com ones didn't have a washer. So not 100% the same, but it's on. Hopefully everything works out okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the pads and pins in. This side will be done other than brake line, which I don't have yet. So after this side, I'm gonna go to the other side. So we got both calipers fully installed now, and I did order the tension rods and they just came in today, so we can get this thing jacked up and get those installed. I don't have the OEM ones anymore, but according to the internet, bolt hole to bolt hole is 12.75 inches. So I'm gonna start there as a good starting point. And once those are installed, I'm probably gonna back this thing out and wash it because it's been quite a while and she's pretty dirty. So it's been a long time since this thing's been outside and rolling on some wheels. I got the tension rods put on. I raised the front maybe about a ½ inch or so. And I did some adjusting on the tie rods because those were pretty bad. But this thing's pretty dirty. I'm gonna go ahead and get it washed up and looking good. So I got the car all washed up. I threw the rear bumper on there and the side skirt just because I haven't seen the car with the kit on it in so long, and I just wanted to remind myself what it looked like. But as you remember, I was having paint issues with this car. We painted it ourselves and we did it at a bad time of the year and we rushed it. And well, those issues are still showing. I closed the door and pretty much took off the paint on the edge of the door where it meets the fender. So it's just like, I try to get motivation to work on this thing, and it's just like every time I work on it, there's just always something that makes me want to just let it sit in the garage. I don't know. It's super annoying. You know, I put so much work into painting this car, and it, you know, to be done right, it pretty much just needs to be stripped and repainted, the whole thing, which I'm not doing. So I pretty much just need to accept the fact that the paint on it is trash, and it is what it is. I don't know what else to do. So very discouraging. So with that being said, while the thing is outside, I'm gonna clean the garage out real quick and pull it back in. And I don't know what I'm gonna be working on next, but hopefully I find motivation to do that. So until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.